Welcome everybody to the Jack Frost Show. This is a show dedicated to the appreciation and preservation of music and sound. On this show, we will cover a range of topics which will include music history, popular music, and influences on music, plus anything else I can think of or my viewers. These shows will showcase a conglomerate of well-known and local talent from all genres of music. I will attempt to interview guests that are involved in every facet of music and its production. If you would like to see something on this show or be a guest on this show, please contact me at jackfrostshow@myspace.com. So let's get started. Hi everybody, welcome to the Jack Frost Show. Today's guest we have today is one of a kind. How y'all doing, fellas?
What's up with you, Jack, man? You all right?
All right. So first of all, let's get into it. What do you guys do?
We are singers, you know what I'm saying? We sing, you know what I'm saying? That's what we do.
We are R&B group
R&B?
from Michigan.
From Michigan, okay. So how did you guys get started in the music business?
Well, it started when we was young, very, very young, you know what I'm saying? Our mother, she's like a gospel singer, so it all happened, you know what I'm saying, from my mother. She had us singing in church and stuff like that. So then, as we got a little older, we tried to do something else, you know what I'm saying? So we started doing the R&B stuff.
Did you ever start off in the gospel genre?
Yeah, we started off in
we
the gospel
sung
song.
in the choir. We started off singing at Northwestern High School. We was in the choir there.
Was your mother, she mainly involved in the church aspect, or did she ever put any albums out or anything like that?
She was involved in church, and she did an album with what's the name of that group? The Gospel Solinaires. It was a quartet group, so
really?
she sung with the Gospel Solinaires. So yeah.
So you got a music background in your
Yeah,
family?
we got a music
Definitely.
background.
How old were you guys when you started singing?
Well, we were about like 9, 10 years old when we really know that we could sing. So
9 and 10?
About 9 to 10.
Oh, that was a young age. So, like, did you do any shows, or were you just in talent shows, or just in front of your family? What was that
Talent shows, we did. Won little prizes and everything.
about? What was? I know you guys put an album out before this album that you got right now. We're gonna get into your album that y'all got coming out now, or is it already out?
It's not out yet. Just the single. We
It's
selling
coming
the-
soon.
We
Okay.
selling the
Single.
single
But
right
I know
now.
you guys had an album prior to this, right?
Yeah.
How long ago was that album?
That was about about 3 or 4 years ago.
3 or 4 years
Yeah,
ago.
3 or 4 years
Okay,
ago.
what was the name of the album?
One of a Kind, Ghetto Soul.
Okay. How did that do for you as far as sales and promotion?
We sold we sold pretty few of those.
It was pretty few. It was like
I say how much you think? How many?
We probably sold maybe like 5,000 copies.
5,000 copies.
Out the trunk, and we
Okay.
took the money and we went to New York and we stayed down there a week. We was trying to get it to the hands of somebody that can help us make it a little further than where we are right now.
Okay, so what? Like you said that you were promoting and you're trying to get into somebody's hands and trying to, now being a local artist, what were some of the obstacles you had to overcome to get your music out there?
Obstacles we had to face was like a lot of people didn't want to help us, so we had to do it ourselves. There's people telling us they'll help us do this, and they didn't, so we just started doing it ourselves. We
Financially, right?
Yeah, financially, we bought our own equipment and stuff, started recording our own stuff. Then we sold it. We went to New York. We met some people, but we still didn't get in the hands of the right person. At first we was trying to sell our CDs in New York. We didn't know it was so hard. People would like, oh no, like we not from there, and they was acting like, oh no, we don't.
Right.
They was acting different towards us, so we just started giving them away.
Right.
And then we had T-shirts and everything made. So what we did was we gave the T-shirts to some homeless people on the street, and they was walking around with our
That's a good
T-shirts
idea.
on.
So they saw that name, One of a Kind.
And every time we walked by, we told them every time we come by here, while we down here, every time you have on our shirt, we give you $1. And so every time we passed by there, they had our shirts on, we gave them some money so they could get something to eat.
That's a good idea for people that's trying to come up. I never would have thought of that.
So
right there.
it was like a walking billboard. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I love that idea.
Yeah.
Really, I am a promotional guru, and that's something I'm gonna take that from you.
Okay.
So, what's some of the influence like as far as like influences on your music, like other artists?
Well, we listen to Jodeci, you know what I'm saying? H-Town, Silk, shy. You know, we came out. We was trying to come out at the same time as those guys was coming out, but it was kind of hard for us. You know, we been doing this for a long time, but those some of the kind of artists that we listen to.
Right.
And older school music too.
Now you named some real good singers that do good a cappella. What do you think about the auto tune and stuff now? What do you think about today when the artists take the auto tune and they put the effect on the voice? Do y'all mess with that any or what?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think it's kind of slick though, because it kind of make you sound a little different. It's slick to me. I like it.
You like the auto tune?
I like it.
Okay.
Yeah, we actually recorded a song just before we came here in auto tunes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And for people that don't know what auto tune is, it's like a corrector for your vocals, like as far as what pitch? Is it
Yeah,
pitch?
pitches and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh.
If you go out of tune, it'll put you in the right tune and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I noticed a lot of artists using that, and I know that Jay-Z just came out with something. He said death to auto tune, but y'all said it's still live and well.
I mean, auto tune
yeah.
it's still popping. It's popping.
Okay.
Now, if you really sound good singing already,
Right.
it's just gonna sound
Better.
3 or 4 times better.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. Because I've been down in auto tune a lot, you know, because I just haven't heard it done besides T-Pain doing it, and I didn't even like how Snoop Dogg did it actually. But you know, I never heard. I guess I probably have. Jamie Foxx is one R&B artist. I guess he uses a lot, and that's the only one I say that really benefited his album was using auto tune.
okay.
You know, that's just in my personal opinion. But let's go back to your album, the new album. What's the new album called?
The new album is called One of a Kind, Christine Boys.
Okay, now how did you come up with that title right there?
Christine Boys, one of a kind. We already one of a kind, so and we are Christine Boys, so that's how we came up with it. That's our mom, Christine, so that's how we came up with the album.
And she's singing on track 12 with us.
Okay. I know you got some hot features from local artists on the album. Let's talk about some of the features. Who you got featured on the album?
Okay, number one, we got our producer, Pee Wee.
Okay.
I'm saying
Timothy Moore.
Timothy
Shout
Moore,
out to Pee Wee.
Pee Wee, Timothy Moore. We got Madam Dame on there,
Okay.
and we also have Jake the Flake on there.
Jake the Flake.
Yeah, and we got another feature of my nephew. They call him Conflict. You know what I'm saying? He's on there. He's featuring on the song.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I know that also you featured on a bunch of people's albums in the
Yes,
past.
yes,
I
I
mean,
have.
name some of the bigger albums you featured on.
Well, number one, Bootleg, we featured on his album. Ding
Yep.
Salsa, I featured on Shoestrings album. What's a couple other more?
Bootleg and Shoestring from the Dayton family.
Yeah, they from the Dayton
Okay.
family. Who else?
Project Born.
Project Born, you know what I'm saying? I did some stuff with them. Who
Billy
else?
Smokes.
Billy Smokes. we
I did
sung
the Slaughter City mixtape with Billy Smokes. Shout out to Billy Smokes.
Billy Smokes. Who else did we do? Did
Dope Zone.
Dope
back in
Zone
the
back in the days. Dope Zone. Shout out to Dope Zone. You know what I'm saying?
Young
Donovan.
Dan.
You know what I'm saying? Young Dan.
Okay, that's my
I'm
boy.
saying,
Shout out to Young Dan.
I did a lot of, I did a lot of stuff with artists, so. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So.
We got a couple minutes to go here until a break. Let's go over. How do you feel about? I know you got a lot of like Jake the Flake. He's a gangster rapper and stuff like that. How do you feel like the street gangster music? How does that influence and how do you feel about that music, that genre of music?
Well, it's all about you gotta know the real from the fake. You know what I'm saying? You know, in real life, you ain't gonna go out there and do nothing wrong like that. You know, if they spitting on records, you know what I'm saying? It's all about you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, they could put it out and they could put it out like they want to. It's all about the way you gonna take that or what you gonna do about it. So.
I'm glad you said that because
The message that you get out of it. Let's say if they talking about going to do something wrong, that don't mean you have to do it just because you listen to it.
right.
You know.
See, that I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of people, blame music and stuff like that, especially gangster rap. I don't agree with everything that they say, but what I'm saying, like you said, it's the way you take it. So if you take a dirty glass and you pour clean water, the water gonna end up dirty. So you gotta, have a good upbringing and understand what you're going through and know how to take it. Because I see movies with killing and stuff on it all the time, and I'm not gonna go do that stuff. But I'm glad y'all brought it up, for me.
That doesn't make me a serial killer because I look at movies that people serial kill in, like Jason and all that. It's just
Right.
acting.
That's all it is.
Okay, well, I think we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna shoot to a break real quick, and we're gonna come right back with One of a Kind, and stay tuned.